What is up? We are back. This past Wednesday morning. My good brother Jordan and I getting after it. Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock. This time we did. Well, I wanted to do a little bit more snatching because Jordan seemed to take to it so well on the Monday night. So we did some pulling and pushing, up a minute of pull-ups, minute of bench press, and then just not for max reps, just for practice, for quality. We just spent a little bit of time snatching there. So this was a good one. I think I ended up getting 90 bench press and 51 pull-ups. So that was good. And then just a little bit of practice. I started out doing some of this squat snatching because my shoulders felt okay on that. Sometimes I do a couple squat snatches and think, nope, not today. But it worked okay to the extent that squat snatching ever works for me and did not work there. So yeah, we just spent some time kind of just practicing that movement. I cannot believe how well my brother is taking to this. He's spent a total of maybe 9 minutes now snatching, and I'm pretty sure he's better at it than I am. So that's cool. Look at him, he's a savage. Love it. Oh man. So yeah, we're just snatching 65 pounds, just the 15s on each side, just to give us something to pull. And we're using the ladies bar, which I must say I actually like snatching with the women's bar more. I like the narrower diameter. I just feel like I get a little bit more, I don't know what you'd say, I get a little more purchase on the bar when I'm drawing it up and turning it over. So that is that. But I am equally pleased, or more pleased with this morning. I don't have any footage of it. I'll put it on the screen later. But I went out for another run. I did that 5K last week and got it in 25 minutes, which I was super pumped about. So I have a history of telling myself to do a 5K every week, and also saying that I have to beat my time every week. And so it just ends up becoming this burden that I carry all week leading up to it, because I know it gets so miserable. So I'm trying to not fall into that trap. So I decided that I was going to run. For a second, I thought about doing workout this morning, 6 rounds of 500 meters on the runner and 5 snatches at 95 pounds to end up getting 3 kilometers and 30 snatches. But I also had it in my head that I just wanted to get something in really quick, and I felt like if I went down to the garage, it was going to stretch out a little bit more. So I just said, no, bro, just go outside, just run 3K. It'll be 15 minutes. You get something in. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just do 3K and call it a day. So that felt nice and easy. And so I just headed out the door, and but but very quickly, I think I first looked at my watch and said 3/4 of a kilometer. And I thought, oh, I'm feeling pretty good so far. And my time was 3 something, and I felt like, oh, I feel like I'm running a decent pace. And so immediately I started thinking, well, I wonder if when I get to the halfway point, what my time will be, and what should I do then? And so anyway, so I kind of had a little route in my head of the neighborhood that I was going to do, just something a little bit different that I hadn't done, kind of intentionally, because I sort of know how long it takes to run certain distances and certain routes in the neighborhood. So I did something different, and it was sort of a there and back idea. And so I thought to myself, well, once I get to like the farthest out point and turn around, I'll see kind of where I'm at in terms of distance, and then that, obviously double it and see if that's around 3K or whatever, and we'll see from there. So anyway, I get to the halfway point, and I've gone 2.15 kilometers, and my pace was, what was it? It was 5:04. It was 5:04 over the 2 and a bit kilometers. But I just, the whole run that I'd been on, the whole first 2 kilometers was on a slight hill, ending in a little bit of a steeper hill near the end. So I thought, okay, so I'm basically a 5-minute pace, and I'm at the 2 kilometer mark, and now I'm going downhill for 2 kilometers. So I'm going to be at 4. So immediately I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay, well, if I'm running 4 point something, I may as well run 5. So basically at just over 2 kilometers in, I knew I was running 5. And I felt like I had a pretty decent pace because I had that downhill coming, and then it was just a matter of adding on another kilometer or so. So anyway, I went for it, and long story short, I got through the 5K, and I finished in 24 minutes and 23 seconds. The time there says 24:29 because it took a little while to stop it. But if I tally up my times down below, 4:50, 5:10 heading up that hill, and then everything else is sub 5. I did the 5K in 24:23. So I'm pretty pumped about that. That's basically, what would you say? That's basically 30 some seconds off my best pace ever. So giddy up. Catch you in the next one.